Hey, the real estate market doesn't stop changing, and Alexa Kebalo, our real estate expert on Great Day at 9A, is constantly evolving as well.
Yeah, today she joins us from the annual Realtors Legislative Meetings in D.C., along with New York Realtor Anthony Domethodi. Good morning, you two. How are you doing?
Good morning. We're doing just fine. We're, what is it, day 3 of the convention?
It's a day 3 of the convention. Good morning once again, and live from Washington, D.C. We are here at the NAR Realtor Legislative Meetings, and we are here advancing the policies for homeownership and also advocacy as a whole on the Hill.
You know, I think people think you're getting together just for a party, but you're actually doing something there, aren't you?
Scott, don't tell anyone. No, listen, we're all about working hard. We're all about networking. We're all about expanding the way that we do business, elevating the way we do business. Anthony became a dear friend of mine last year. We're part of the National Association of Realtors Leadership Academy, and we collaborate, we learn, we grow, and we really just do whatever we can for the consumers to advance homeownership.
And Scott, the primary purpose of us being here is to learn about trends and also issues and policies, how best we can serve buyers and sellers and the community as a whole. So our mission here is to learn, to grow, and to advocate for private property homeownership rights, and to make sure that the industry is moving forward in building the American dream of homeownership. That's our primary goal, besides the party a little bit.
Of course. And can you just kind of go into details of how going to conferences like these really can help expand the buyer's opportunities beyond just one location?
Yes. So for me, what I've learned from early on, in the state of Connecticut, we've always had a lot of movement to our state and people leaving our state, et cetera, whether retiring, people upsizing, downsizing, relocating. So I learned from a very early time in my career, I've been doing this 13 years, that so many people need a trusted realtor, not only in the state of Connecticut, not only in their local market in New York, but they need a trusted realtor wherever they're looking to make a move. So it's so important. I always want to be that ultimate resource. Anthony always wants to be that ultimate resource for everything people need for a realtor here, North Carolina, South Carolina,
Absolutely.
Overseas, whatever you need.
Right. The purpose of these conferences is to learn, to grow, and to bring back the meat and potatoes of the industry as a whole. But most importantly, going to the Hill to talk to our local lawmakers and our legislators and our senators about home policies, policies that affect home ownership, about transfer tax, about talking about how we can make private property home ownership rights a little bit more legit and a little bit more accessible. I think the dream of home ownership is something that everybody has. How can we make that attainable, achievable, and how we can involve our local legislators and lawmakers in influencing policies that will promote home ownership? That's the primary core, that's the center of why we are here and the purpose behind the 3-day conference.
Are these policies, going back, 40, 50 years that we're still working on to improve? Or does it involve also just the current state with inflation, how expensive things are, how hard it is to buy a home if you do not already have a home to sell?
Exactly. We do a lot with our legislators, and there's a lot that goes on state by state.
Correct.
What we're dealing with is a little bit different than what Anthony's dealing with. But the realtors have been so impactful, even during COVID-19. We were able to get independent contractors as part of the package there. And that's so important. We help so many people, not only realtors, but everyone that's an entrepreneur, be able to help get some relief. And we've done a lot with the flood insurance policy. We really just want to help make sure that affordability continues to go in the right direction and really allow a more equitable market so everyone's able to achieve the American dream.
Right. And also adding to that, one of the biggest things that we've been fighting for, which we were successful, is getting a first-time home buyer's tax credit so that the first-time home buyer has a little bit of relief because the housing market is very tight right now. Inventory is short, inflation is high, prices are through the roof. So I think it's important for us to create housing stock and opportunities and strategies to make housing a dream possible for everyone.
Anthony, I know you're from New York. Is that right, Anthony?
Yes, I am based out of New York. Yes, sir.
Is the market as tight there as it is in Connecticut?
It's absolutely the same market. We have low inventory, high demand. Everything is selling over ask, multiple offers on properties. And I always have one word for both buyers and sellers. This too shall pass. It's never a bad time to buy a house. Buy now because you don't know what's going to happen next year. But at the same time, the Feds did not increase the interest rates,
Right.
which is a wonderful thing. And I think it's a great asset. So step into the market, find a realtor, and then make the dream of homeownership a reality.
All
Love
right.
it.
Well, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Very
Yes,
informative. And thanks
absolutely.
for everything you're doing down there in D.C. All right, coming up next.
Yeah. If you